One of the most infamous items in all of Roblox stores are the Shears. They are the staple rarest item in the game, and that is because not only could they have been obtained for a limited amount of time, but they also could only be obtained through the use of exploiting. Well, I've heard that they could be obtained in the secret void room, but most people got them through exploiting. Anyways, it's quite well known that the Shears are an item scrapped from the Hotel Plus update, one with an intended use but was ultimately decided not to be fully implemented into the game. However, based on the recent teasers we have received for the Floor 2 update, it appears that this item will be officially implemented in this update. And better yet, we have a strong hypothesis on what it may do. So in this video, you will be learning everything you need to know about the Shears in Roblox stores. Let's begin. Alrighty, so what makes me so confident that the Shears will be added in the Floor 2 update? Well, it all comes down to two things, those being a certain part in the recently released Floor 2 teaser trailer, as well as an official message from the developers regarding the Shears. You see, a while back Redibles, who is a developer for Doors, was asked about the Shears, and he revealed what their intended purpose was. Essentially, vine-covered chests which carried loot would appear in the greenhouse area of the game, and these chests could only be accessed by cutting the vines on them with shears. Naturally, seeing as how this purpose would make the shears only useful in 10 rooms in the entire game, it was going to need time to be reworked, hence why it was scrapped. However, something in the new Floor 2 teaser trailer reveals that maybe, just maybe, this original idea wasn't scrapped. You see, in the section of the video showcasing Eyes' new teleport ability, you can see what appears to be a vine-covered chest in the back of the room. And seeing how the shears were originally planned to open these chests, it's possible that the item may return in this update. So, with this in mind, I think we can come up with a narrative of how and where the shears would be used. Essentially, I believe that the vine-covered chests would appear in the more nature-themed rooms in the mines, similar to the one seen in the trailer. After finding one of these chests, it would be opened by cutting the vines on them via the shears, and inside the chest would be valuable loot and items. However, that isn't all though, as it appears that the shears may have one other use besides opening vine-covered chests. You see, in room 99 you can find a vine-covered door on the wall, and although this door doesn't do anything currently, if you look in the game's files you can actually see that the vines on this door can be interacted with. However, this function is disabled. Now, based on how the shears are intended to cut vines, I believe that when they do eventually get added, they'll be able to cut the vines on this door, and we'll be able to see what is behind it. Now, there is a catch to this, and that is that I don't think opening this vine-covered door will be as easy as I described, and this is due to something Redibles also said. Essentially, it was stated that the reason a second rift was introduced in the backdoor update was because it would be necessary to accomplish a certain task, and I believe that this vine-covered door in room 99 is what Redibles is referring to. Essentially, I believe that the shears will only be able to be obtained in the mines, meaning that in order to open this door, you would have to obtain the shears in the mines, put it into your rift at the end of that level, go back to floor 1 and nearly complete it. Then you'll be able to open the door with those shears. Now, this would make sense as to why a second rift would be needed, as having only one would mean any players who had the tablet would have to lose it in order to get the shears in their rift, so having two rift slots would allow both items to coexist. Additionally, I don't see the shears being able to spawn in the hotel due to them only being useful in 10 rooms, as was previously described. Also, this would be a fun challenge, as you essentially have to complete the game in reverse, starting at floor 2 and going back to floor 1. Now, as for what's behind that vine-covered door, we don't really know. It could be something like the skeleton door in the infirmary, where it's just a buff for players to use in future levels, but I think it may be something more, like a lore room, or maybe a new sub-level, or something like that. Anyways, that was all of my speculation and explanation around the shears in Roblox stores. I'm excited for this item to be formally introduced into the game, and let me know in the comments what you think it will do. So with all of that being said, thank you all for watching and I hope you enjoyed.